Alrighty. So I want to welcome everybody to our LCTI parent session number 2. I'm glad to see all of you here this afternoon on a Friday. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Brandy Sawyer. I'm the Executive Director of Secondary Education and Alternative Education here in the Allentown School District. And today we have with us LCTI. I'm going to turn it over to them and let them introduce themselves, and then I'll introduce the rest of our ASD crew.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Greenewalt, Director of Curriculum and Instruction. Welcome to the presentation.
Good afternoon. My name is Kurt Adam. I'm the Director of Career and Technical Education here at LCTI. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Darren Van Orman. I'm the Career Academy Principal.
Hi there, I'm Mark Covell. I'm the Principal of the Academic Center here at LCTI.
And I'm behind the screen, but my name is Tapal Kapadia. I'm Supervisor of Information Technology at LCTI.
Thank you guys from LCTI. I would like to introduce Ms. Petronio from DRF. Would you like to say a couple words?
Hi, everyone. It seems like I'm jumpy a little bit, so nice to see everyone on.
And Jessica Milton, our new AP over at William Allen High School.
Good afternoon, everyone. Glad to be here.
Thank you, everybody. So we'd like to get started by talking a little bit about the schedules for LCTI and what you're going to see as an AM or a PM student. So we worked really hard with LCTI and ASD trying to make sure that you would be able to, if you're a half-day student, that you would be able to experience all of your ASD courses, and you'd be able to experience all of your LCTI CTE courses. So what you see on your screen right now is a AM schedule. So this student is a student that goes to LCTI on a normal basis during the AM session, and they return to ASD during the PM, and they take their classes in the PM. So what we've done is we've realigned the schedule somewhat to allow for LCTI every day of the week. And then there's a section for lunch in the middle. And we've allotted enough time for lunch that students can visit any of the ASD schools to pick up a lunch, a grab and go lunch, take it home, you know, take a break, walk around a little bit. Virtual is not easy. And then go back into their actual ASD coursework. So on Monday, when your students, or if you are a student on here, would come to school on Monday, you're going to go to your CTE courses online. So you're going to visit your CTE courses online, and LCTI is going to talk a lot about the curriculum and the stuff that you're going to be using in Schoology in the virtual. Then you're going to take a break and you're going to do your lunch. And then after your lunch, you're going to then log into your period 5 and period 7 class. So your period 5 class, whatever that is in your schedule, you're going to visit that teacher, you're going to do your Edgenuity work, then you're going to do your period 7 class, and then you're done for the day. On Tuesday, you're going to log into your CTE work with LCTI in the morning, and then you're going to go to lunch, and then after lunch, you're going to go to your period 6 and then your period 8. So on a normal basis, students that go in the AM have all of their AM stuff at LCTI, and then when they come back in the building, they have all their PM stuff in the PM. So we've designed it that way to make sure that it's aligned correctly. Can you go to the next slide? If you are a PM student, so this is a student that would normally go to LCTI in the PM, you can see here on Monday, you're actually taking ASD courses in the morning, and then you're taking your CTE courses in the afternoon. So you log into your teacher's Zooms for period 1 and period 3 on Monday, and then you're in your CTE courses Monday afternoon. And then on Tuesday, you log into your period 2 and period 4 ASD teachers courses, and then your LCTI CTE courses in the afternoon. So we aligned it correctly. So anytime you're supposed to be at LCTI in the afternoon, you're there in the afternoon. And anytime you're supposed to be in ASD, you're there for ASD courses as well. So you get to benefit both and be able to experience both. In these models, we've made sure that the ASD students can get attendance in both ASD courses and in their LCTI CTE courses. So they'll go to both, they'll get attendance for both, and they'll be able to complete their assignments and be able to complete their coursework as well. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over to LCTI to talk more about their CTE courses and their virtual offerings.
So on the slide that you see in front of you, you'll see the LCTI schedule that fits nicely with the Allentown.
Can you
schedule
talk a
that
little louder, Lisa?
Sure.
Thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am, I just have a question. We don't see any slides in front of us. We just see you speaking. Are we supposed to be looking at a slide? Because I don't see any slide, ma'am.
Okay. Do you want to answer that?
DePaul, can you unshare and reshare and see if it comes up? Because I have a slide on my screen.
Yep, I'm going to do that. Let's see.
I'm so sorry to interrupt.
No, that's all right.
Please, I'm glad
Can you
did.
see something now?
Yes, I can see the schedule as of now. Thank you so very much.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
So on this slide that you see in front of you is the LCTI schedule. And you'll notice that we have at the bottom an option for students who opted to attend virtually full-time, and also our students from the Allentown School District attending full-time in the virtual environment. So that's 5 days per week. We do have other students that will be spending some time here at LCTI in a hybrid model. And you see that some of the students will be here on Mondays and Tuesdays, and another group of students will be on campus on Thursdays and Fridays. I just wanted to bring that to your attention because students, while they're here, will be focusing in the lab, and your teacher will be, may not be available for you to answer questions immediately on those particular days. But please reach out with any questions using the email system. But they may also be scheduling some time to meet with you. Wednesday is our fully remote day for all students, and teachers will be working with students on those days. And then on the next slide, I just wanted to share that LCTI also has a weekly remote schedule in the event that the Department of Health or the governor would say that we need to move to complete remote work at LCTI for whatever reason that might be. Then we would have all of our students attending in a remote type of an environment. On the next slide, School for Your District began this week on September 8th, and all new students are scheduled into 3 rotations, and you'll see the dates listed there for each of those. And that's a period of time where each student gets to experience 3 of their choices that they selected on their application when it was submitted to LCTI. And during that time, you'll get to engage in some of the work from those classes, and you'll also get to meet virtually with your teacher. And they'll answer questions and tell you a little bit more about what to expect in that type of an experience. Our last rotation does end on September 28th. And then the next day, you would be assigned, you would know in advance, but you would be assigned to participate in what we call your specialty selection. So that would be your program, your career and tech ed program that you would participate with for the entire school year. If you are a returning student to LCTI, you would have began this week with your specialty program, and you would be in those classes already.
So to assist with this, we wanted to make sure that we are providing all support to our students. And to do that, we have a Schoology platform that we will be using to assist our students to deliver the content, regardless if they're virtual or on-site. So that is going to be consistent throughout for all of our students. So to log into our Schoology platform using Clever, you want to make sure that you have access to the student's student ID. That will be the key thing to log into any account. To log into Schoology, student needs to have a student ID, so it would be student ID at mylcti.org, and you would log in with the password. If you do not know the student ID, you can access that through Skyward Access, which the information was mailed to all the parents. But if you do not know how to log on to Skyward Family Access, please contact our Student Services Department. And if you need help with logging on the process, again, they will be able to help you out specifically on the Skyward process. Again, you would use that same username and password, and you would be able to log on to Clever, Schoology, and use Skyward for student access, which we are going to be delivering content. We are going to be engaging students using Schoology and student email, student LCTI email, to provide consistent support and provide grading information on there and to provide syncing. All the grades all the information and content that the teachers are putting into Schoology, which will be synced to our Skyward. So as a parent, you can access students' grade on Skyward while students are completing all the work using Schoology platform. So we wanted to make sure that as a parent and a student, you have access to all the information that you need. Another thing, if you do not know, if the student doesn't know the password or even student ID, please reach out to the classroom teacher, because that's going to be, we want to make sure that that communication is going on, because in many things, from how to access different things or just to talking with teacher, students will be able to get a lot more information with reaching out to teacher via email, via Schoology, any format, or even just calling. We want to make sure that that communication process is built for student and teacher, so our teachers can support our students. Again, to go into virtual environment, our teachers follow a specific scope and sequence to deliver the curriculum. Our teachers do have modified that scope and sequence to assist in a virtual environment to provide instruction. So again, it will be available. Our teachers are modifying their curriculum. They will be providing daily assignments and again, grading through Schoology system. So you want to make sure that you are able to log on to our Schoology system. This is where we are going to be delivering all the curriculum. So if you cannot access Schoology curriculum, again, please reach out to our teachers or our Student Services Department for the ID, or you can also reach out to our IT Help Desk. To get onto IT Help Desk, please go to our website, www.lcti.org, and on the very top menu, you will see IT Help Desk link. You can submit your whatever problem you're having, and someone will reach out to you. So please use those resources for your benefit. Again, we have a lot more other online resources available using Schoology platform for students to work on their content and curriculum. We want to make sure that we're communicating. So please check our website for information, our social media accounts for information. Again, student LCTI email for information, or Schoology. We want to make sure that we are going to be sending out information multiple different ways, so we are able to reach all the parents and all the students. Another thing to make students' life easier, all the teachers have access to how to Schoology course for their students. So students would be able to go through basic course, so they would be able to find out how to complete an assignment, how to contact the teacher in Schoology platform. So please make sure after you log into Schoology, after you talk with your teacher and communicating, please go through those how to Schoology course in there, so you're more familiar with it, and that would help in the long run. So you want to make sure, again, please communicate with your teacher. That will be one of the best way to do anything. If you are struggling with anything, please reach out to your teacher. That way, teacher is aware of it, what situation you are in, and teacher can also reach out to our Student Services Department or IT department to help you out. So again, please communicate everything with your teacher. So for the attendance part, how is it going to work? So students will have to complete a daily assignment to mark them present. So again, communicate with teacher on what assignment student needs to complete and how they need to do. They must complete the assignment to mark them present in this remote environment. So again, there is going to be more questions, and I'm going to keep pointing it to, please reach out to your teacher, because they're going to be the one who's going to be able to assist all the students. Again, if you have a specific login issue or anything, please reach out to our IT department via our help desk by going to our website, www.lcti.org. We also have our counselor and instructional support available to help with students. Again, our teachers are going to help, but if there is a need to be additional support, counselor or instructional support may reach out to the specific student to help them with the process. So we are here. Please reach out to us. Again, contact us, and we will be able to help you out and through this virtual learning process.
Hi, everybody. It's Mark Covell, Principal of the Academic Center. I just want to make a few short comments about the Academic Center. That's our all-day option for students who want to complete their academic and technical learning while at LCTI. So we are following, for Allentown students, we're following the published virtual schedule. And that means that our students are getting their academic content as well as their technical content on our Schoology learning management system. And so that's all subjects, all lessons would be housed in our Schoology learning management system. And then in terms of student participation, there's a number of tools within that learning environment where students can interact with their peers. So we'll use those tools for that classroom interaction. Because remember, we do have students from different schools also fully virtual, as well as a rotating schedule of students that are here in person as well. So all of our students are using that system to work with their peers. And then the last thing is that our teachers are reaching out to students each Wednesday. Those students that are fully virtual, we're trying to make sure that we still have a strong connection with our students, with our teachers. And so the teachers are reaching out on Wednesdays, but they're also available during the school day, just as any teacher would be by appointment. So we're trying to make sure that our students feel a deep connection to their teachers as well through that means.
Hello, everyone. Darren Van Norman, CAP Principal. Just wanted to cover a few points as well. Very similar to the Academic Center, the Career Academy program is a full-day option as well, with our focus mainly on credit recovery and career and technical skills. We will be following the virtual plan as well, very similar to what the Academic Center is. Both CAP and Academic Center, both CAP, academics, and the career and technical courses will be delivered through Schoology, the same as the Academic Center. The practical applications that students will be focusing on in their career and tech labs, they're going to be modified by the career and tech teachers, so the students, even virtually, will still be gaining that skill set. Students will also be receiving support from their academic teachers while they progress through the credit recovery courses. That's essential for the students in the CAP program to meet the graduation requirements set forth by the homeschool, and also very similar to both our half-day and academic center, we will be reaching out Wednesday virtually as well, so students will still have that face-to-face virtual contact with their teachers.
I'm going to talk a little bit about work-based education and work-based learning. This is for parents out there that have students that are juniors and seniors. We're going to be operating cooperative education, co-op, and DCO again this year, diversified career occupations. So for those of you who don't know what that is, co-op is an opportunity for students, juniors, later in the year, seniors, to go out and work half a day, every day throughout the week in the lab area that they're at LCTI. We have a new coordinator this year named Mrs. Harris. She's downstairs in the adult ed office. If your son or daughter is interested in co-op, you would reach out to her through your instructor, and then Mr. Baylog, Ms. Bartow, or Mr. Ferguson will be in contact with your son or daughter, and then they would work out strategies on how to go out on co-op or, again, DCO. Again, it's an opportunity for your son or daughter to go out there and get working experience while they're going to school. LCTI has a health and safety plan. Like every school in the state of Pennsylvania, we had to create a health and safety plan. Our health and safety plan is posted on our website. So you can log on to the website, go in and take a look at what our health and safety plan is. 62, 63, 64 pages, somewhere in that neighborhood. It was approved back in June, initially so we could start adult education, and then it was reapproved, reworked, and reapproved by our board in August. Again, so that's available for you to go in, take a look, and see what we're doing with health and safety at LCTI. My last talking point is our day-to-day operations and how it works in with Allentown School District students. Your son, your daughter, they'll be on a virtual basis. They'll have all the access that all the other students have. So they'll be provided the education, the lessons, the virtual learning that takes place on a daily basis. Our teachers are available all the time. As we stated previously with our schedule, Wednesday is an open day. It's a virtual day for all students. And that day is when the teachers are reaching out. Some of them they're all doing something a little different. But again, the teachers are reaching out to all the students on Wednesdays to make sure that everybody's caught up and everybody's where they need to be. One of the opportunities for us this year is to continue to work on compassion and understanding with our students, our staff, our parents, because COVID-19 created a whole new world out there. And we understand that there's a lot of stress for the kids that are coming here in person, virtual, combination of both. Everybody has concerns. So we're really working hard on understanding the needs of our students and our parents as well. Again, you guys have questions out there. We're available to contact, reach out to us via email or phone calls. You can reach out to the teachers, you can reach out to the counseling office, you can reach out to any of the administrative team, and someone will get back to you. One thing that we do ask is please don't show up at our doorstep unannounced. We're asking that everybody makes an appointment that needs to speak to a counselor, that wants to speak to them in person. And we're trying to do that all virtually, and that's with all the districts throughout Lehigh County. So again, if you have questions, call, email, give us a shout out, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible and see how we can help you out.
And then
I'm going to pass it on to you, Dr. Greenwald.
Thank you, Mr. Adams. And then before we open the floor to questions, I just wanted to take a moment to thank all of the parents and students for joining us this afternoon. And I also wanted to especially thank the staff at Allentown School District for hosting this meeting for us so that we could make a connection today. But now we'll entertain any questions.
Yes. I have a question. My name is Tanya Bernard. I'm speaking in behalf for my son. He's in 9th grade this year, his first year in Derif, as well as his first semester with LCTI. I just had a question in regards to the schedule. He will be a PM student. And I do see here, thankfully, that you do have it uploaded online. I wasn't able to see it on the screen. I did go to the Allentown School District site. I just wanted to confirm that it's daily that he would be with LCTI in the evening every day. Will he be in Schoology and go into the Schoology, and as the courses are there, will it be every day he would have assignment for those courses? Okay, because as of right now, he is doing his courses as designed that you do have on there. And as well as there's a secondary course that just had one assignment. I know that you are now getting everything together and we'll have the assignments. I just wanted to make sure he was in the right track on Schoology. Thank you for the staff in LCTI that guided me through this, because I did not receive anything in the mail. So I am very grateful grateful for your staff in LCTI, as well as I did speak to a counselor in Darif yesterday, and did help me through it. I just had some concerns in the assignments. I didn't want him to have any issues, logging in, and wanted to confirm that he was on the right track.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions that anybody may have that we can answer for you? One thing I want to say, and I know Mike's probably gonna, the dear principal will probably have something to say as well. One thing that I would like to say is I just want to thank everyone for coming out. We had a good session last time. We've got a good session here. We're going to put the recordings on the website. If you need assistance, the quickest way to get assistance right now in the virtual is by going onto our website and putting in a let's talk. So if you need the assistance, we monitor that, and there's a 2-hour turnaround time on let's talk. So if you need that, that's one of the quickest ways. If you can't reach the building and or Parent University doesn't answer all your questions. So there's a lot of communication that we're trying to get out there to ensure that we've got all of those avenues of communication covered, from buildings to district to parents to community, and then the continued support and relationship that we have with LCTI that will continue throughout the next couple of weeks and probably couple of months until all of this kind of clears away. And as I said in the last session, I just want you guys to know that when we do start phasing students back into buildings, the LCTI students have been prioritized in that return. So we want to make sure that we get you back into the buildings as quick as possible when it's safe, and that we can actually get you out to LCTI as quick as possible as well. So that ultimately is our goal. And we will obviously communicate that out weeks before that we're going back into the buildings, and we'll have transportation figured out, and all of those things will be ready for you upon that return. Mike, do you have anything to add?
I just want to say to the dear parents and any Allentown parent that's here, thank you for your patience. Thank you for being here and being committed to the success of your son or your daughter. We're in this together. As our mission statement says, through our connections to each other and to our valued partners up in Schnecksville, LCTI, we thank you for your support as well. We depend on it. And so we'll get through all of this together. As bumpy and as rocky as the road is, we're equipped to do this so long as we value each other's partnerships. Don't hesitate to reach out to us in any way possible.
Yep, I agree.
Thank you very much for that. We do appreciate it.
Information that would be necessary or supportive of you that we don't have online or we haven't drawn your attention to. I know sometimes it's frustrating. If you need an answer to a question, you have to navigate this website and that web page and this learning platform and that learning platform. If there's an idea that you have based on your experience that we could accommodate and make easier for you, please, I'm open to that. Anything that we can do to be more user-friendly and to improve our customer service, I'd be happy to make that happen.
Absolutely.
Hi, I have a question. My name is Stephanie Caban, and my daughter has the IEP. I was just wondering if LCTI has IEP support.
We do. You want to answer that?
Yeah, just to speak to that, we do have a full staff of special education facilitators and instructional assistants. So anytime a student comes up to LCTI, the IEP and what they need support-wise is discussed, and it is brought to the attention of the teacher and the other support staff in the building. So we can assure you that when a student does transfer up, that any supports that they need will be happening and occurring, whether it's in academic classes, or if it's in the lab environment as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, everybody, we made it through week 1. Let's keep going now.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
Thank you
great
guys
weekend.
for
Thank you so
joining
much.
us. And
Thank
please
you.
feel free to reach out anytime you need support.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to meet you all.